things that you can be in this world. One thing you can't be all of a sudden is like a police officer or a lawyer or a doctor. Now, there are quacks, but they go to prison. There are fake lawyers. Well, actually, you can kind of just be a lawyer. You actually can represent yourself in the court of law. You can do that. A lawyer is one of the ones. But you want to pass the bar so you can try to find, a way to make money with it. And you can be a businessman. You can go out there and try to find a way to make money. But you can't just go out there and wear a badge and have a lethal weapon. You have to be approved to do that. And usually you have to go through a police academy. So it's one of the things that you can't just be. A lot of times we hate those things because there's legal restrictions and you can get in serious trouble impersonating a police officer. The only time I've ever done anything similar was probably maybe in a play or like in an indie film or something like that, right? Very rarely does that even happen because they have to go through a lot of other stuff, So it's a tricky thing because I wrote a film called The Projectionist and there's some SWAT in it and police officers and stuff like that. You can just go and be an actor. You can do that. You can get a headshot. You can get an agent. You can go out there and you can give it your best shot. You can also pick up an instrument. You can just be a musician. You don't have to go any type of school. There's no badge requirement. There's no legal restrictions against it. You can also paint. You can also turn the phone on yourself and you can begin to vlog. There's no legal restrictions like any school you have to go to. You have the First Amendment constitutional right to those things. Now, I'm not deterring you to go out and try to be a police officer. But if you do that, be very careful with your weapon because you can end up in prison very quickly. Also, make sure you don't abuse your power. Now, can a musician abuse their power? Led Zeppelin did. Led Zeppelin abused their power. But they trailed off a little bit on it. Did John Lennon abuse his power? It's debatable. But John Lennon got shot. So there's always a counterbalance to everything that you go out there and choose to do. Vincent van Gogh, he got in a lot of trouble. He cut his ear off. He was a crazy painter. People throwing rocks at him, right? So every time you choose something, there's going to be a counterbalance to it. There's going to be the good and the bad and the ugly. Remember that. Remember. Now, is more people going to choose to see Adam the Woo than me? Of course they are. Adam the Woo has 590,000 subscribers. He figured some stuff out. Probably did this at a young age. But nevertheless, he didn't start off with 590,000. Either the Copperbagger or Jordan the Lion. Now, does Jordan the Lion have more than Adam the Woo? No. Adam the Woo has more. And guess who has the most? It's the donut operator. The one I despise. Because he shows people get murdered and then he makes fun of it. It's pretty raw. It's pretty Roman. I don't like that. So I started to, play some music and stuff. See what I'm saying?